Strangers from Child Protective Services stand outside. Your heart pounds. This can't be happening. But it is. In a moment, everything changes. They make vague accusations. You try to explain, but it's like talking to a wall. They have the power. You feel helpless. Your rights seem to vanish. They claim to protect your children, but from you? The system meant to shield the vulnerable can become a terrifying force. In an instant, your children are taken. Confused, scared, they cling to you. The strangers are firm. Your children are ripped from your arms. Tears stream down their faces, and yours. The trauma is deep, a wound that may never heal. This isn't rare. It's a growing crisis. Good, loving families are being shattered. Children are taken, often with little due process. Why is this happening? What's really going on behind closed doors? Across America, families live in fear of a knock that could change everything. The system's power is immense, and its mistakes devastating. We need to understand the forces at work. We need to ask hard questions, because every family deserves safety, not fear. The stakes are too high to ignore. This is not just a nightmare for a few. It's a crisis for us all. The question is, will we look away or demand answers? The future of countless families depends on what we do next. The time to pay attention is now. Every minute, a child is seized by CPS in America. 60 children every hour, over 1,400 every day. The scale is staggering, an epidemic. Are there truly that many homes where children are in danger? Or is something else driving these numbers? We see headlines about horrific abuse. Those children need help. But what about the others? This constant removal creates fear. Parents worry? Will a teacher misunderstand a bruise? Will a neighbor make a false report? Trust between families and child protection agencies erodes. When the system is seen as a threat, not a support, who benefits? Not the children caught in the middle. Such numbers point to something systemic. This isn't just about caseworkers making tough calls. There's a machine at work, one that needs to be fed. We must ask, what is fueling this crisis? Could money be a factor? The Adoption and Safe Families Act of 1997 and Title IV-E of the Social Security Act provide federal funding to states for foster care and adoption. States receive money for each child in foster care and bonuses for adoptions. The more children removed, the more federal dollars flow in. It's a powerful incentive, a financial reward for taking a child, a bonus for finalizing an adoption. This can turn children into commodities, sources of revenue. The focus shifts from family preservation to child removal, because removal pays. When you follow the money, the picture becomes clearer. The system is designed to prioritize financial gain over family well-being. When agencies are incentivized to remove children, can we trust every removal is necessary? Are children being protected or monetized? This is the hidden crisis we must expose. The stakes are too high to ignore. We assume CPS intervenes only in severe abuse cases. But what if the net is cast wider? Disturbing claims suggest agencies target healthy, well-adjusted children. Why? Because they're more adoptable, easier to place, quicker to generate bonuses. A child's good health can make them a target. The very qualities parents nurture can put children at risk. These children are low-hanging fruit for an overburdened system. It's a brutal calculus. Innocence has a price. Parents doing a good job, raising bright, healthy kids, can be targeted. Not because the children are in danger, but because they're desirable to a system driven by incentives. The truly difficult cases require more resources that are scarce. The system's logic is chilling. We must question who the system is really serving, and who is being left behind. This isn't just someone else's problem. It could happen to your family, your friends, your neighbors. A misunderstanding, a false report, and your world changes. We cannot look away. If we stay silent, the system will keep operating in the shadows. Families will be torn apart, children traumatized. Financial incentives will keep driving the wedge. We must demand transparency and accountability in child protective services. Reform laws like Title IV-E and ASFA that create perverse incentives. Support family preservation, Ensure child welfare agencies focus on children's well-being, not profit. Speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Protecting children is noble, but not if the system causes harm. Families must be supported, not destroyed. The time to act is now, before another child is needlessly taken, because if it can happen to them, it can happen to you. What will you do?
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town. They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Oh my God, everything's all ripped apart. So I can't make my mouse work right. I'm supposed to be not here. And I've got to go and I'm busy. This is just nonsense. But here I am. I've made it so.
Oh my.
I'm here, but I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be somewhere else right now. And I will get there to where I'm supposed to be, but it's just not right this second. Something keeps holding me back, though, for some reason.
Well, that's an omen. Keep your behind right where you're at.
It's crazy. It's going to cause me a stroke to get where I'm trying to go.
No, it's not, because you're not going nowhere. So can you put the link up? I want Catherine to come in. Since she says she can never get on our show, I want her to come on if she's on watching. Put the link up so she can come on, because I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't get on the show.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're
Okay.
loud and clear. Trying to figure out how to do this here. All right. It's crazy when you're used to a mouse and all this stuff, and I'm just down to a laptop here.
Oh my.
So I'm not used
there's
to
the link. Just click on it. Yes, just click on the link.
Click on the link. Click on the link.
Yeah, I don't ever want people to think that they can't get on.
You got it. Everybody's got it. Yeah. No, I was supposed to. It's just been one thing after another today. And I've just been like, my original plan fell through for the morning. I was supposed to leave with a friend of mine's car because my car didn't come through. And then they never came back. And then my car didn't go through today. So they said one more day for that. And then this, that, and the other. And everything's just been, the truck still broke down in the yard. And I've tried to get 17 things done. I just can't get it done.
That's an omen.
Not to mention everything else that's been going on with the movement and everything. I mean, this is it's kind of like a fresh new day a little bit. It seems like there's been anticipation for what's been going on, like with everybody going to Washington thing and all of that. And, that's done now. It's back to business is certain, so it seems like that quill has been pulled out of the sheath and it's being sad as is, so finally everybody can breathe again and we continue to fight, I guess. I don't know. Did you hear of anybody making any sort of grounds over the weekend in Washington or any of that stuff?
No.
Did anything change? Did anybody make waves or make any congressmen or anything like that? Did we get anything good? Any positive news for the movement?
I haven't heard anything.
How about you guys?
Gunner said the bullshit has been strong.
Oh boy, I can only imagine what it is. I'm supposed to be right there, and I'm going to get there. But it's just a matter of getting there. But I will get there. I've got an arrangement for later after the show. So. Well, that's good. The BS is strong amongst. See, this is it. Everybody's going to start clawing at each other, and we said that this is going to happen. This is going to be the out of everybody. You're going to see what really is going down and who's true and who's not. And the last people that will be standing is everybody that's sitting here on the CPS breaking news cabinet. All of us that have real stories, real things, real cases, real everything. We don't lie. We don't fudge the truths. We pride ourselves on that. We don't give out false hope. We don't give out false anything. Everything that we speak is truth of the word. And like I said before, I will, if someone comes on this place and puts out false information, I will put them to the tilts. I will chase them till the cows come home, because you will not do that. You will not do that to any of the people that listen to us, because you guys use too much hope and too much. You put too much into us for us to give you falsities, and we appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea.
Ashley said, I think it was a shit show. No shows.
Right. It's right here. It's, you know what? That's the thing about everybody is they can't. Why were they going to start fighting about? Why is everybody starting fighting? The only reason people start fighting is because there's frauds amongst people, and people get angry about that. You know, and there's only so much fraud that you can hold on to. That's right. There's only so much fraud that you can hold on to until you finally have to just say, okay, I'm a fraud.
Yeah.
You know, like before everything just keeps unraveling and unraveling and unraveling. I think I just heard Catherine. Gunner, if you heard Catherine come in, could you let her in since you're back there?
Yeah, Gunner said stay in your own lane.
That's right.
And do your thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to add to that and stop stealing shit from other people.
Hello, Catherine.
I'm sorry. I was having problems with the phone.
No, you're not having any problems at all, though. It seems like you're doing good now.
Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Thank you for having me on. I've been an advocate or activist since 2012.
Oh, wow.
My daughter was a heroin addict.
Yeah.
She was 23 years old. She was homeless on the streets. And I was a federal employee for Social Security at the time. And I had to walk away from her because it was killing me. And then I learned of her being pregnant. And I knew she wasn't going to, get help or go to a rehab because she was too far in her addiction. So fortunately, I got an investigative journalist to take my story before he was born, in hopes that I would get public outcry in my county, because you guys know how this is nationwide. It's in every state, every county. In California alone, there's 58 counties. And what's making it so hard for us to get anywhere is we're assembling like this, which is good too, but we need people to get out of their fear and get their dollar store signs and start writing on them, Judge so-and-so kidnapped my children. Mm-hmm. Such and such social worker from Monterey County Juvenile Dependency or Family Services lied to take my grandson, with signs out in front of people. We need to get people out in public shaming these people. The thing to understand about that is there's a lot of fear in it. I've been doing this for 13 years. The thing that is important when you go out to do this, make sure you are not on their property. Go outside of their building. That's called public property. They cannot stop you. It's your First Amendment right. Okay? Mm-hmm. The only thing I caution anyone on is if you have an active case, understand they're going to retaliate. Mm-hmm. So it goes back to having no fear, because in this movement, I follow God. Okay? I follow God. In the 13 years I've been doing this year, 2025, it's getting way more attention. Way more people are rising. We have Family Forward Project going to Washington. We have other people doing, whatever it is they're doing. And I see a bunch of infighting. This ain't no kings. Ain't no one going to get no title. Okay? Right. This is about saving our children. This
Right.
is about stopping government overreach. I'm pissed off, and I have post-traumatic stress syndrome. And I'm sorry, I get emotional. I had a
No, you're
12-year
fine.
career, no criminal record, not even a speeding ticket. And all that worker had to do is tell the judge I threatened her and I
Yep.
wasn't level headed. No, lady, I'm very level headed. I worked for the federal government at the time she submitted that lie to the court. So now I'm even more on fire because I was doing some recent research. By the grace of God, He showed me, led me to a lawsuit in my county, 2021. That worker, Linda Castillo, was fired and Monterey County was sued. Okay. Now I've gotten into the Board of Supervisors here and I'm telling them I want to know how much the settlement was. I want to know why you didn't go back and review every case that woman sat on because she violated my constitutional right. And my infant grandson at 1 month old violated his constitutional right. Do you know he had his own attorney that never even reached out to me? So I'm on fire. So I found this case. Now I'm getting ready to file my federal case and a Monell. Everyone needs to know what a Monell is. That is where you go after the county.
Mm-hmm.
So long as the county, in my county, Monterey County, the Board of Supervisors approves CPS budget every year. So that's why I can tackle them in a Monell because they just proved again that they're not doing anything to reform the agency, i.e., patterns and practices. I've got a huge, huge lawsuit, solid now. Thank you to God. But I wanted to get on here to encourage people. Rise. Do
Mm-hmm.
not have
Oh, yeah.
fear. That's what they expect from us.
Yep.
They want to make us take our legs out, take our heart out, take our power away.
Mm-hmm.
No more.
Nope.
No
That's right. Don't
more.
be afraid of it. You can't be afraid of them. We can't be afraid of them anymore.
I'm so tired of it. And the recent things, too, that are just really concerning me is all the infighting between advocates. No
Mm-hmm.
one is going to get a title. This is very hard work. This is very deep corruption. And this takes us back to slave days, man. Can't you people see the
Mm-hmm.
government is abusing their power through child protective services? We go back and we look at Senator Nancy Schaefer. We go
Mm-hmm.
back and we look at Senator Sandra Collins out of Arkansas. They were both murdered. This is no joke.
Sanders going.
Walk with God, walk in
Mm-hmm.
His light, and show up and show out. We have to get this out in the public.
Yep.
So, what happened with your grandbaby?
They adopted him.
Mm-hmm.
I appealed it 3 years as my own attorney. So they took him from the hospital at 1 month old. And I immediately, because I'm a paralegal, that's what I used to do before I worked for Social Security. I was an 8-year process server, both hands registered with the FBI. My job at the Federal Social Security Administration, both hands registered with the FBI, fingerprinted, okay? Prior to that, I was a paralegal. I worked in law firms doing civil litigation, estate planning, and a little family law. So, by the grace of God, I had enough in me to get standing in his case.
Mm-hmm.
So, I held up his adoption at the appellate court for 3 years. When they took that baby, he couldn't even talk yet. Okay. So then when I got standing, they had to allow me to see him 1 hour a month,
Oh,
once a
Jesus
month.
Christ.
And they would tell me, don't worry, he's not going to remember you. Oh,
Oh
yes,
my
he
God.
is. Oh, yes, he is, because we
This
had
piece
that
of shit.
bond. I I did all the physical therapy for that baby because he was addicted. I did it all. I had permission. The parents surrendered him to me on the day of birth to the hospital social worker. It was all verbal. However, she still sent the referral to Child Protective Services. So my daughter and son-in-law were put on a case plan that they weren't doing because they were heroin addicts. So back then, I was able to get an investigative reporter who did an investigation into the NIC unit here in Monterey County, where a lot of babies are born addicted. And she even confirmed herself, these women need support. They don't need to be looked at as demons. They made a mistake. They're sick. And she went into, I have that on YouTube if you guys want to see it. This is before he was born. But so because I had it on a pill, they had to allow me to see him once a month. And they would tell me these horrible things. And I was in a room with a microphone and 2 cameras and a window where they would watch me. I never abused him. I was protecting him. So by the time this little boy could walk, he would run to me down the hallway, even though he only seen me once a month for 1 hour. He remembered that entire month. I held him in my arms and loved him and bonded with him. They're horrible. They're horrible.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad for what you guys do. But if I could use you guys to collaborate and focus on getting people out with signs. I've been to so many protests. I used to work with a lady named Michelle Chan out of Costa County in California. We did one protest. We had 250 people. We met at a park. We did a barbecue. We just got hamburgers and hot dogs, and we did the barbecuing ourselves. And a bunch of people that were impacted met us at that park. Like I said, we had 250 people. So we barbecued, and then we did a little overview of what was going to take place. We were going to march down from the park all the way to the county buildings, which meant Contra Costa Board of Supervisors, Contra Costa District Attorney, Contra Costa County Juvenile Dependency Court. And we did. We stormed every one of them. We stormed the DA. We made a big noise. And let me tell you what, during that year, Contra Costa County was shut down because it was public. People were honking at us. The more we get people that are not informed, we have a movement. Until we get that, we're spinning our wheels. I don't know if you guys watch Connie Regali. She's a 30-year practicing attorney.
We love Connie here.
A former prosecutor who's now on the side of us. And she's catching slack from a bunch of advocates out there, putting her work down. No, she's got a family forward group in every single state. She cares about us families.
Well, another way to get, like, first and foremost, Virginia has more CPS buildings in the whole nation. We had 120. We have 119.
Wow.
And let me tell you how that one got shut down. Parents were speaking out at town hall meetings, and everybody needs to go to their town hall meetings.
Amen, sister. That's what I'm saying. Board of Supervisors in my state. In other states, it's sometimes called the Board of Commissioners.
And the parents, more and more, every time they were having meetings, were coming out. It caught the attention of the sheriff, and he went to the prosecutor. He said, look, we need to investigate. 18-month investigation. 166 children were returned overnight to their families.
Wow, that's amazing.
Closed them down, period. No more money, no more office building, no more staff, nothing.
Well, West Virginia is real bad too.
Yes, they are.
So Virginia and West Virginia are 2 different areas?
Yes.
One's where Tiff grew up.
Will you knock it off, Darren? I live in Virginia. Okay, we're the last in the nation to reunify. Only one child out of 100 in Virginia get returned home. Okay, we're at the very bottom. But I'm 25 miles from West Virginia on 3 sides and 45 miles from the Maryland state line. West Virginia is bad, but I will say this. West Virginia is doing better than Virginia.
Yeah. Well, ironically, West Virginia is one state I've been watching because I'm an activist, so I manage pages that, have over 36,000 members, and they're so stuck in their trauma.
Well, how come you're not spreading out our pages?
Huh?
How come you're not spreading our pages out in our words?
I do,
working
honey.
on that? You getting this?
I share,
right, good,
I share
perfect,
the Punisher all the time.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much.
Yes. So, that I'm just so discouraged and
don't be
sick of it, sick of this, this agency. And I don't know. I mean, I've written to the president. I wrote to Doge. Why isn't anyone looking at that Title IV funding?
Oh, they are. They are.
When I worked for Social Security, I didn't even know it existed. Now that I know, you go into the POMS, Policy and Office Manual of the socialsecurity.gov website.
Oh, Darren, write that down.
It's all right there. It will make you sick. In plain sight for everyone to see.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that one of our hosts, Danielle, sits on RFK's committee. He is fully aware of what's going on.
Praise the Lord.
And they're not happy. And she said, all I can say is change is coming.
Praise the Lord. That's what I'm hearing across the board too. And I'm having a lot of anxiety. I've got PTSD. I'm retired. I stay at home now. But for some reason, the anxiety in my system is just at heights. And I can feel it. I can feel we are this close.
We are.
Yes.
It's coming.
Thank you for the affirmation. I needed affirmation.
Well, not only does RFK know, but Donald Trump too knows.
He should. Because, that's one thing that I have always, on my Facebook page in general, write the president, write Doge. I mean, every day,
Have you been on Toll and Roll's, roll? What is it called? Toll and Roll, right? I get it mixed up.
Yeah. Social, they're Toll and Roll. Hey, when I go on here, I go to Palms. I'm in the Social Security site. Is it a program policy document?
Programs and office manual. I don't remember. But yeah, you go to Palms and then you type in title IV space E space and space D. Everyone thinks it's E. It's END.
Go to tollandroll.com, I believe. That whole bill Doge has.
Have you guys worked with Francesca?
We have not. We've we have a lot of people that are involved with her, but we haven't worked with her directly now.
Yeah, it's very that's another thing that's got me really shaken is I have so many people in my advocacy that had reached out saying that she's scamming them. That she asks for money to help, but the flip side of it is allegedly her and Kathy Arthur went to Washington recently and have some bill. I have not read the bill. And I get a little upset about that because we don't need any more sneaking bills. We need the funding cut, period.
Well, I'm going to tell you
CPS
something.
needs to be abolished.
I can't hold this in. And I don't care who has shit to say. They can hit me up on my fucking Facebook page. That bitch stole Darren's bill.
Oh my God.
That bill was written in 2023.
And that's Darren, the Punisher guy?
Yes. He wrote that
Yeah.
bill.
Wow.
I've had that bill for over a year.
Wow.
Because he sent it to me to look at it. Not only that, I forwarded that bill to the committee because I sit on the legislative body here in Virginia to reform CPS and foster care. So Virginia's had that bill for a very long time, and I can prove that it's Darren's.
Wow. You guys
I'm
should
sorry,
sue
Darren.
her.
I just couldn't hold it no more. As soon
No,
as she
it's
said it
fine,
was,
Tiff.
she started talking about it. I couldn't.
It's a God thing, and you should sue her.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt this movement already than she already did. Because what I'm afraid of is there's people that follow her that aren't here anymore because they expected for them to go to Washington to get her kids back, and that didn't happen. Because what these people don't understand is they're playing with people's hope.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Don't make promises. Don't do any of that stuff.
Yep.
So for me to come out and make noise about this, people have already probably paid the consequences dearly for what went on, and I don't want to make that happen to anybody else.
And I
do
respect
not,
that. I respect that.
I don't want anybody else to lose hope because of this.
Yeah, I blocked her personally because she'll attack you. You know what I mean? Because she's got to attack her funding.
I don't care.
Oh.
She can attack me all she wants because I'm the right bitch.
I
Darren
am too,
had
man.
it.
I don't
on
fuck
his,
around.
He had it on abolish CPS. He's had it up on the website since he wrote it. It was public knowledge, and she took it.
So
somebody asked how she got it.
I'm curious as to what you guys think about Tanawa Downing.
Listen, the only advocates that I mess with, in all honesty, because I'm very funny about people, is everybody that hosts on our platform and Spanny Brat. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Because once you burn me one time, or you don't like the people that I'm working with because they're so honest about shit, I don't have time for the drama, and I don't have time for you, because I've been working with the people that I've been working with for 5 years. Except for this group, it's been a year. And this group and the other person I'm talking about has never, ever, ever given me a reason to doubt them.
Good. Yep. That and that's kind of how I work, with the spirit of discernment. And God don't lie.
That's right. That's right. And anybody that's on here that knows me, Gunner knows me, all the advocates on here that do shows know me, and Spanny knows me. I don't put up with any bullshit, and I don't do the drama at all, because I will cut you off, period.
Thank you.
And it's not about any one particular person.
It's not.
It's about the kids.
Amen. Amen. And
it's about the kids.
Stopping the government from profiting off of our children.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm getting ready to file federal now, Anna Monell, because now I have that lawsuit where the same worker was, it says right in the lawsuit, I can share it with you.
No, I believe you.
That she lied to take another child in 21. And so now it affords me the tolling to get around the statute of limitations.
See, here's the thing that really makes me mad, right? And I'm pushing this here in Virginia. I am pushing so much for kinship care.
Yes.
Because we don't need foster homes.
No.
Okay? And if we do, then we need to find some. But when there are sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, first, second, and third cousins, there's a blood relative somewhere that will take this child. Why are we paying strangers to babysit, right? And then bond with these children, right? And not give anybody in this family a chance to take this child. You know why? Because the federal government does not reimburse for kinship.
Right.
It's only state money.
And ironically, I forget your name, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Ironically, because my passion is analyzing legal scenarios or whatever. And I have almost looked at every state's policy and procedure manual. And that's the problem. And that's where Monell comes in. They don't follow their own manual.
They don't
See,
follow anything.
in my county, it says without any qualm, relative placement first. Like I said, my infant grandson had his own public defender. And that guy never even reached out and said, "Hey, Grandma, what happened? Let's see if we can get him placed with you." It's sick. It's just sickening.
Freaking people.
And that's the other thing we have is the problem with public defenders. They're not representing these clients.
Well, remember, they work for the court, so they got to
Right.
play nice with these people. They work with
He's not
them.
representing the right client.
Right,
Correct.
but it's still unethical.
It is unethical. And here, we're actually about to, in January in Virginia, there's a pilot program because there are 2 judges in Roanoke that have realized that there's a real problem. There's a disconnect in the system, is what I was told. Good Lord, Darren.
Here I am. I made it back.
No, now we're all huge. There you
we
go.
All right.
So they're starting a pilot program. And they are going to, according to what I understand, now don't quote me on this because we're still in the stages of it. They are going to make sure that there is less removals and more families staying together. And if this pilot program in Roanoke works, then it's going to spread throughout Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But there is a lot of stuff coming. We're just waiting on a report. I haven't gotten it yet. Everybody in the group's supposed to get this report when it comes out. And then our governor is going to have a press conference about it. And it has to deal with CPS and foster care.
Good. I'd like to see that.
Well, I'm waiting on it too, girl. So as soon as I get it, I'll post it.
And I'm in a friend request, you guys. Are you both on Facebook?
Oh, yes.
Tiffany
Yes, we are.
Wise.
And I am Fight CPS for anybody that wants to be my friend too.
Okay, cool.
I like this. Gunner started this. Oh, I'm sorry, but Gunner started this new term called this the Holocaust of Family Heritage. I like that.
True, but that's a good. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you guys had the ability to go on to Ugly Judge and name your judge and attorneys?
Oh no, I don't know about this Ugly Judge.
Yeah, there's a national database that someone that is tired of it as much as we are created a database. And I have PTSD. It's like dementia. I can't remember a lot of shit.
Yeah. My books all say CRS in it, so I got you.
But you go to www.uglyjudge.com and you will see a whole entire database. It's huge now.
Oh, wow.
When I started, I think there was only about 10 names. It's huge now.
Oh, Darren, you got to send me all that.
Then there's another one called www.therobingroom.com.
Oh.
The robing room.
Yeah, they're very private because I know one time, I can't recollect how long ago, maybe 4 years ago, I kept saying, "Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. What is the site about?" And they finally private messaged me and said, "Stop asking."
What was the other one? The robing, you said?
The Robing Room.
The Robing Room.
Is that ROBBING?
No, ROBING room.com.
Oh, Darren, make sure I get those. I'm going to go in there and play around and see what's going on. And
be sure that you guys get your guests to go name their judge and name their attorneys, name their gals.
Well, everybody who's watching now or watches in the future, we're putting this up in the ugly judge and the robing room. Go to
Yes.
those websites.
And look up, as a paralegal, I am in love with Chat GPT. Okay. It drafted my entire federal lawsuit with Monell, and it drafted how I could get around the statute of limitations because my case is 13 years old. My grandson's 13 now. So ChatGTP is very good, but you got to know the laws because it can be tricky. In other words, it may draft things that aren't even relevant to your state.
Right.
So you've got to be able to be knowledgeable enough to tell it what you want it to do and how you want it to do it, and then make sure you read it. So that's another thing. A lot of people are going and they're going pro se because these public defenders are throwing their cases. So another thing that I share to help people because we can't give legal advice is to go to www.fightcps.com, and it's a little old lady named Linda Jo Martin who created it over 60 years ago because they took her child. In that website, it's very good for people who don't have attorneys or been effed over by their attorneys because she has a docs library in there. And in that document library, she shares templates for federal lawsuits,
Which one is that?
for
The roving
Fight
one?
CPS.
fightcps.com.
I sent it to you. You should have it. I've been on that website for a while.
Yeah.
And you could go and look in her docs library and actually see templates. Like I took one of her templates called the Declaration of Truth, and I helped someone draft, a declaration of truth. And what it does is when that child is first removed and they send out their first report of allegations and their lies, because
Right.
90% of the time they're lies, they can create this declaration of truth, and it's essentially objecting every lie on the record.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Then you have to
submit
rebut
that,
it.
and then you motion to dismiss. And there's motions in her docs library.
Wow. That's really cool. See, this is good stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing about her website is it has a lot of ads because of course it's paid for, it's sponsored. So if you use it from a phone, you'll get a lot of spam and a lot of ads. Make sure you go on to it from a computer because you'll have more access and you won't get as much spam.
There's another one that I use too. It's called KidJacked,
Wow.
KidJack.com. I contacted the guy, and he said it was his wife's baby and that she passed away, and he doesn't update it as much as he does.
Ah,
But I tell you
that's so
what,
sad.
there's a bunch of information on KidJack.com too. Everybody should check that out. I've been on that one for a long time too.
And then, of
Is
course,
he
CPS
act is
breaking
he
news.
active still or not really active?
It is, and you can actually break off and start doing your own blogs. Just check it out. I mean, I get on it. And then of course there's cpsbreakingnews.com. We don't want to forget that one.
No, don't forget ours.
Yeah.
That's you guys, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And the other one is called kidjack.com.
Yes, that's one that she was just talking about. Correct.
I'm going to look that one up.
Mhm.
But and also, like she said, tollandroll.com.
Yeah, tollandroll.com.
Um, I think that's yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
my grandson's literally 40 minutes away from me.
have you seen
Mm,
him?
It's closed adoption.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Um,
But I know the address. I know what school he goes to. Sometimes I go over because I was a registered process server. I am not afraid. But I go out there and I hide and I just watch. I don't know why it comforts me, but it does.
oh.
But I have to
So
be careful because if I see him, I'm going to jump out of my car.
Oh my, don't do that. You'll be in jail.
Right.
So we we have a question.
What is it?
It says, Darren, I want to ask her about stipulation.
Okay.
What about it? I don't know.
Right.
That's all it says. What about it?
That's a vague question. Stipulation to what?
So, oh, hold on. We're finding out.
Let me guess. Becca asked that question.
Yes. Becca, what exactly is the question? She's typing. Hold on. Oh, and I want to say a big congratulations to Alicia on her little teeny tiny
Oh yeah. Yeah.
order of adjudication.
What about it?
I don't know. She just being vague. Becca, please be more specific.
I don't know what she's. I don't know. This is the problem with people this day and age.
She said,
Everybody
can
uses
you
this.
explain it? Can you explain the stipulation and order of adjudication? I know, Rick Gunner. That's what she wants you to explain it.
Why would she want her to explain it?
I guess because she was a paralegal. Hold on, we're getting another one. Hold on, here it comes. Hold on. Oh my goodness, why
Yeah,
isn't this opening?
but like you said, Tiff, that's vague because adjudication is adjudication.
Right.
That's when they find guilty or not guilty.
Oh, she said, or ask her if she's aware of it. And yes, because she's a paralegal. Yeah, but that's still vague. Like, what do you want her to explain what
Are
stipulation
you aware of
means?
something? Are you aware of something called stipulation in these trials and in these cases? Or they
Yes.
okay,
That's
what
when an
what
attorney
exactly is it?
Okay, that's when your attorney argues a stipulation. In other words, CPS says you're going to have to do this, this, and this, and the attorney comes in and says, I object, and we want this. That's a stipulation.
Okay. Um is she trying so what she's coming up with and what she's investigating and trying to say is that's how the people are getting screwed out of their kids is because they don't have to let me see. They don't have to notify.
Once you right, because she said once you agree to the stipulations, then you can't
Undo it, I guess,
no,
right?
you can't object or bring in evidence of your own.
Right, but is she a sovereign citizen?
Negative.
No.
Okay. So, that's the very from my information and my knowledge, that is when the case is first heard.
Right.
So, I still am not clear on what she's asking because the typical situation, if you have a good lawyer, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to be honest, we do know that some parents are abusers.
Correct.
Yes, we
We
do
never
acknowledge that.
we're never going to deny that because there are some sick fucking people out there, okay?
Yes, there
Yes.
is.
But the goal in any case, as far as I'm concerned with CPS, is the goal at the very first hearing is for your attorney to object to everything they allege and dismiss the case.
Darren, can you see what she's typing? My computer just froze.
I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to squint at here. I'm on my laptop.
Oh,
too,
here it
maybe.
goes. Does CPS and attorney stipulate without parents' not acknowledgement knowledge? Of course they do.
And they shouldn't, because and this is the problem with a lot of the public defenders is the parent goes, but I didn't do what they said. Oh, we'll talk about that later. No, you file a motion to strike or you file a motion to dismiss. You do not negotiate with your lawyer. Your lawyer works for you.
Right. So if they do these stipulations, you file a motion to strike or a motion to dismiss. That's what the response is to that.
A motion to strike is false testimony.
Right.
Okay. Because if it's not stricken from the record, it remains. It remains,
Yeah.
it remains, it remains, it remains.
Right. So
But
you're
you
saying,
can't very well go in and strike prior testimony if there's
mhm.
been 5 other actions after it. You can't strike that.
They said, would you consider a safety plan a stipulation? I consider a safety plan a plea bargain.
Yep. And a stipulation.
Yeah, so it is a stipulation. I'm trying to get onto this other chat too. I'm just, oh my God, now everybody's there and I can't get in mine. It's froze.
I can't see the chat.
Well, where are we at here? Would you consider a safety plan a stipulation?
Yes.
Thank you, Tiff.
Oh,
Darren, I messaged
I didn't
you.
realize I was on. My bad. I was in the chat.
Oh
Um,
my girl.
This is why we
no,
have boundaries. CPS doesn't believe in original family because they like to play God and create false family. I think
Yep.
that's where we're at.
but
Yep, that's a fact. But what we also have to remember is there's, and I'm sorry if anyone's gay. I'm sorry,
Right?
but I'm going to put it out there. They're giving children to transgender homes.
Yeah,
Okay.
wrong, wrong.
It's called supply and demand.
Yep.
but my whole question about the stipulation is that okay, so a stipulation in law is totally different than a stipulation in really what realistically what we think of when you think of a stipulation. And parents aren't realizing the fact that they are actually stipulating to say that what CPS said, what they brought in, all those allegations against you are true. It skips the trial process and says automatically admit your guilt.
Right.
So
It's no
you heard what
different
she
than a
said.
plea bargain.
Right.
Correct. You heard what she
So
said.
that's why at the gate,
Mhm.
that person's attorney goes in and says, quash this, dismiss it, you have nothing.
That's what the problem is. But that was my whole thing about the stipulation was that so they're having their shelter hearings and then they're doing this stipulation and CPS and your attorney who's supposed to be working for you per se
Right.
um, isn't actually working for you. They are proving that they're working for the court and they're
Right.
going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to stipulate to that. But parents aren't realizing that the word stipulations and when they're in there and they're in court and their attorney's like, well, we're going to stipulate to this. They don't realize what they did.
Right.
And that's the problem.
Yep. Very much so. And I mean, that's like, I pray to God I could reach every single person and say, don't do this and don't do that. But the majority of these cases are represented by public defenders.
Correct. Yep.
So, you know, until, like I said, I've been at this 13 years. Nancy Schaefer was at it for 30 plus years. Sandra Collins was at it for 5 years. This is the core issue. Number one, they are RICO, the agency's RICO, and we need a prosecutor. And that's what God's put on my plate is if we could only find a prosecutor to prosecute these cases, because it's no worse than the mob.
But they have
Taking
a
children
contract.
for money.
So
Taking
they won't.
children for money.
They have a contract, so they won't, because the
Right.
contract is between CPS, law enforcement, the prosecutor, the juvenile court judges. They all have a contract with each other.
The
So they can't.
schools, the doctors, the
Yeah.
hospitals, the daycares,
Yeah.
they have contracts with everybody.
Yep. So where are you ever going to find one?
Well, that's where we come in, and doing what we do is, you know, like I said, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm just really discouraged because there's a lot of infighting going on. But we just nailed the entire problem: public defenders and the agency.
I mean, because
Wow.
even me, I got a
Well,
good public defender.
hey guys, we got
until
Sam that's
recently.
coming on tonight. We have Sam that's coming on tonight, guys. So we got to. We're past our time anyway. But hey, I think you should be on our show a little bit more than you are. I think that you'd be a good ad to come in here and talk with us more. What do you think about that, Tiff?
I'm here for you guys anytime.
All right, I think that would be a great. I think that'd be a great thing to keep an eye out for on stuff like that. You hear that, Lisa? So, absolutely check that stuff out.
Alicia will be in touch with you.
Yeah, Alicia will be in touch. And she will get you in touch with us and all that good stuff. So, as for everybody else, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, same everything.
Angry Citizen.
Yes, Angry Citizen tonight, and I'm supposed to be on a live location, so I'll see you all then.
God bless you guys.
Bye, guys.
Why is someone changing my music? We're not doing this.
I didn't do it.
Oh my.
I've never been a perfect person. I put the cart before the horse. A list of reasons, long as sermons, why I never needed God. Then I heard his voice, so sweet, it put me on my knees. I'm holding on to hope for dear life, with God driving, and I'm finally free at last. God driving, God
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?